Start.
We are gathered today to conduct yet another debate, and we have come together after a long time. And it's good to have you, Ayush, after a long time. And the topic that we got today is street food, good or bad. I will be supporting. I will be the favor of topic, whereas Ayush will be saying that street food is not good. We are edited for some time, and let us begin. Whenever there's a good saying in Hindi, "दिल का रास्ता पेट से होता है." And whenever I think about some of my beautiful memories, I could always associate going through to having some street food, and it enriches a lot of emotions. And today I stand strongly saying that street food is good and it should not be banned, or it helps a lot. It has a lot of benefits. So to begin with, I would start by saying that I have around six concrete points why I believe that street food is good. And let me start by my first point, which speaks about culture. Firstly, street food keeps the culture alive, and like for example, if I go to Pune, and if I don't have their Mr. Pav, or if I don't have their pav bhaji, then I have not really seen Pune much. So it keeps the culture alive. It makes the tourist visit know the place very well. Secondly, I would say that it saves a lot of time. For example, just suddenly somebody come at your home, you could just go and buy some bhel puri or maybe samosa, and it saves a lot of time and efforts which you would have needed. Thirdly, I would say it drives a large economy, especially in areas where there is university or any corporate, because a lot of people don't really have much time and they could access the food very fast. And thus, for the economic perspective, I feel street food again makes a lot of sense. Next point would be about budget friendliness. Like most beauty, as a student or as a corporate person, you don't really have a lot of money to spend in for the food, so it really helps for the budget perspective. My second last point would be about emotions. It drives a lot many emotions. Like most of the dates, or most of the small travels, or suppose if I go to the beach, the best thing that I would do is go to any street food and enjoy it. So it drives a lot many emotions, where love being one of them. And my last point would be there are many new health friendly street foods which are coming on, especially in the areas where gyms are set up. For example, having making burji or non maida momo. I have some of my friends who are running such healthy health friendly street foods, and for all these reasons, I clearly feel that street food is good and there's no need to ban it. Over to you, Aish.
Yes. So let's let me put my points forward. I am speaking against that fast foods are not good. And to start with, I really love this quote that health is a crown that only a sick person can see. And most of the time, street foods or fast foods are not really healthy. Yes, as you mentioned, there are a few healthy options, but you also mentioned about the cost, which you are contradicting your point itself. The healthy foods, fast food, need not necessarily be cheap or budget friendly. Also, in this Gen Z era where attention span is going very low down, I think you should try to cook more food because cooking builds a lot of patience. Cooking is not something that you can get done very quickly, and uh, my parents used to say that if the food takes longer to cook, it is much better and much healthier option. And it's also the efforts that goes behind it, and not just the instant uh, feel you get from eating the street food. My next point will be about you get the fast food very quickly, but also uh, there are other like you said that it saves a lot of time, but if you really want to eat something good, why do you have to eat fast food? There are other options also there which can save you time and you can get food quickly, which not necessarily be unhealthy. And usually after eating the fast foods, you don't really feel very energetic, be it mental or physical. You won't really feel like doing any work. You will feel very lethargic and you won't really feel that energetic as if you had eaten anything more healthier. And as my science teacher taught me one concept about calories in, calories out, you can always track the home cooked meal or whatever meal you can cook at your place. You can customize it to however you like. If you are allergic to something, like as you mentioned about the charts or bhelpuri, you may be allergic to peanuts, but if you still want to eat those, you cannot really tell the vendor to like remove that item. But at home or at any cooked place, like anywhere, you can control the environment and you can cook the food. You can always track what you are eating. And I think to build a healthy lifestyle, that is very important in today's generation. Yeah.
Yes, next phase is
Rebuttal phase,
rebuttal
right?
phase. Yeah, go ahead, Ayush. Do you have any questions?
Yes. Like as I mentioned earlier, also, like you mentioned, there are healthy options also, and like budget friendly, but these are not really the same thing or most of the time. Most of the cases, if you want to eat healthy, you have to pay the premium. So don't you think you are contradicting yourself?
Uh, I really believe that as time passes, as we are being aware about the food choices, there are a lot of health perspective, healthy options coming up, especially in the areas where there is gym and all. So they provide a lot of maybe fruit shakes or maybe salad, and so I would say that the healthy food concept is growing very well, and so if we just directly cancel the street food culture, then there won't be any scope for the growth of health food, and this is what I would say. And to speak on to budget, maybe like things like burji or salad or even like shakes won't be that expensive, and it will be really very budget friendly, I would say. My question to you, Ayush, is if you claim that cooking is therapeutic and like it helps, like you give more time in cooking, then the outcome is good, but don't you think that the whole cooking concept could be just on the one person in the family, and like you don't really share it, or it might be a case that not you don't really enjoy cooking, or maybe whatever cleaning goes after the cooking. So don't you think that is again a flawed concept?
Yes, it is true, but there is also other way to look at this. Like it can, it shouldn't be always like only one person cooks and the same person like do the rest of the work. If you like try to do this like a team activity, it could be a great opportunity to bonding when we don't really get too much time together to like spend together. Maybe this is the reason you can make time to like spend together.
Okay. Another question could be: don't you think street food keeps the culture alive? Like, if I travel to Northeast in North India, and if I don't really eat momo, then it's not really I'm making a good trip. Don't you think, in that consideration, street food keeps the culture relevant and alive?
It can, it's a very valid point that it like keeps the culture alive, but food is not just the only thing that keeps the culture alive. There are many other things, and even like you cannot eat the same thing every day, right? So even if you say it's very it promotes the culture, but even the people who stays there won't really be eating the same thing every day. And to keep the culture alive, I think there are many other ways to do it.
Mm. What about the scenario where you are going for an outing, for example, on the beach? Do you recommend you should carry a tiffin from home?
uh, as the topic is about the fast food, I don't think like you cannot eat out anywhere. Like not everything is fast food. You can eat. There are other options which you can always consider.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
Uh, like what is the thing which when you hear the term fast food, what comes in your mind?
Uh, weren't we talking on street food? Like,
Like fast food or street food, both. Yeah. So mostly street food, and like most of the time, as you said, it's street food. The hygiene factor is very important, and like most people fall sick after eating the street food, and there is not just the flavors, there is also sweat, which is one of the key ingredient in this street foods. And this I don't think you will prefer eating, right?
Uh, yes, this is a very valued concern that hygiene is one of the factors. But recently, we have seen a lot of, like, you can judge the place. Like, you can just go and see, Array, the place is not hygienic, and you could choose. You have the option of choice. And if there is a person who has a wig who has a head cover, then you can see that he's careful enough or he's considerate enough. So I think you get the choice when we say street food, and I would not say it even builds your immunity, because if you completely have food at your home again and again, then you might not be very immune to anything that comes outside your home. So that is also one way to look at it.
Yeah, but you also mentioned that about exploring the cultures, and like, will you be whenever, let's say, you went to any place, as you mentioned about Pune, will you like try to find a place which has more hygienic, or just try to eat something which you find the first guy you
Uh,
find?
my answer to this will be, it also like, I would personally go to the street food, because you meet a lot of people around there, you understand, you get a good opportunity to talk with them and mingle with them. Whereas if you go to a very hi-fi place, it might be like people might be sophisticated and they might not even like to talk with you. So you get a like good understanding of the surrounding in that perspective. Like, you could just go and ask what are the other good places over here. Or there's other thing which is budget friendliness. Like, if you go to hi-fi place, even a small pani puri might like cost a lot more than 100. So I think that is always a good deal to go to street food and enjoy it. My one
Yeah, I
question to
think
you, Ayush, will be, not everything can be cooked at home. For example, maybe momo. I don't even know how momo is made, but if I'm really interested, I could just go to the street food and have it. So what do you think about that?
okay. That is like a case which comes like once in a while. You won't be really eating momos every day. Like once in a while, it's fine, but still the concerns still remains. Like if you want to eat momos uh, and maybe let's say your parents don't really allow it, but you still like try to eat it, and it's sometimes considered also unhealthy. Not necessarily it will be good for you.
Yeah. That's it. Do you have any questions?
No, no, that's it. I think we are good to go ahead.
Okay, so feedback part. After a
Do we
long
put
time,
this in
right?
recording, or we do usually end the recording here?
No, no, we continue.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yes, so today's like not the feedback part, but like overview of the debate. I think the whatever we said were mostly pointless. At least what I said was that everything didn't really have any base to it.
Uh, uh, but it was good. Yeah, when I was speaking, I was having a feeling that I'm not really speaking it much in the density. But overall, it was, I think, okay, okay. Some feedback for me is, I wasn't elaborating it very well, which I should have. I was very lazy with the points. I was just secondly, I should have used a word called as myth buster when I was talking about health friendliness. It might have like given a different pivot to the whatever I'm saying. That's it about me. From your perspective, I really like your food is not first quote. First two quotes which you did was really nice. I really liked how you mentioned your parents and science teachers. It made some sense. Uh,
Both were lie actually.
I know, I know. I had written the point that while you were giving your points, you did not mention about hygiene factors, but then later you
I
covered it
think
up, so maybe that's not relevant. But one thing, okay, another thing, momo. The plural of momo is momo, not momos. This is one of the reel which
okay.
was very trending last few days. So yeah, that's it.
It's a good nerdy fact, but I'll still prefer to call it momos. Okay. Feedback part. Okay, you started with the your point with culture, and like it builds like helps to know the culture, and also like your second last point was also kind of repetitive, that you mentioned about emotions, or like I felt that it was very repetitive, and
Mhm.
you mentioned the same point again just to like keep it little longer. And at the end, you mentioned about health, which was actually good. Maybe you have not decided it. No, it was good because my first point was about health, but you spoke in like a reverse way. Like fast food can also be healthy. And my very first point was about the health only. So like I was a bit hesitant to start with mm, directly with the health point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I think today's like rebuttal phase was slightly different than what we used to do before. Like for instance, I asked you to imagine a thing, like then you said street food, and based on that, I asked you a question. Maybe a very tiny thing, but I think today's there was something different about the rebuttal phase today.
Mhm. Mm. Yes. Yeah, even I would kind of agree. And
And like a feedback for me, that I think most of my points were really without any base. Like I spoke random things,
hmm,
like mainly during the rebuttal phase at least.
hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah, and that was even evident that you are speaking random because you were like smiling. Maybe you could have
Yeah.
hidden, like tried some things to hide it.
Mm.
About the emotion point that even I would agree, and that happened because I did not have any introduction in my mind, and I was like, after a long time, so we should say some introduction. So that is when I thought about paid say, and I even forgot what I was saying that time. So yeah, that is the reason. Yeah, that's it. Uh, Anything to add? What is the next phase? Next phase we are thinking from other perspective. Let's see what we get.
Yes. Yeah, also one more thing I wanted to add. I about the hygiene part, I did mention it in my points, but I kept it to like to use it in the rebuttal phase
Hmm.
intentionally.
Nice. Think from you. Tell me when you're ready, Ayush. Okay.
Yes, I don't really have any more points as such, but maybe you could like given more examples,
Hmm.
and like for example, you could like you mentioned about the misal pav in Pune. Maybe you could have added more examples. Maybe like ras omelette in Goa
Hmm.
or vada pav in Mumbai, or maybe some special kind of dosa in Tamil Nadu or momos in Delhi,
Hmm.
and Assam. Maybe something more
Yeah, yeah.
examples of this sort. And also about the emotions part, even though it was repetitive, maybe you could have. take it more towards the emotional side. Like
Mm.
for example, imagine you are sitting on the beach, a zoo beach in Mumbai.
Mm.
It's a lovely sunset, and imagine at that time having a pav bhaji in your hand, enjoying the sunset, the sound of the waves, and the spicy, spicy gravy and soft pav, and enjoying it. Yeah,
Yes,
something like that,
something like that.
maybe.
Yes, yeah. I should have elaborated more on the emotion side. Yes, 100% agree. Even I could have given example from hostel only. Like we used to go out, something in that. Yes,
Hmm.
and the thing you mentioned about examples, that could have been a very good introduction. To be honest, like I could have covered my. I know my India is like culture, something in that line. And anything else, Ayush? Those were really good points.
Uh, no, mostly I think you covered it very well. Or maybe you could have focused more about the uh, like it's a source of income for like local people who like try to make their livings from it. Maybe economy. You mentioned about the economy, but economy was a bit strong word for this example. Like from selling momos, you contribute to economy. It feels like very far fetched example. Maybe could mention about only like making a living for certain people.
Mhm.
Could have mentioned like that.
Yeah, yeah, yes, 100%. Yes, yeah. Just a thing came to my mind that from whenever we as a friend came to college, we always said vada pav gaad ka liya. I could have said something in that line. Maybe in the emotional line, that always we end up in that conversation, something that, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, then points for from your side. Before that, I had just written a word food bloggers, but I did not really explore it. Maybe I could have spoken much about food bloggers, like people, when I am speaking from the other side. Okay, from your side,
Hmm.
I think when gave example of food like salad, bhuji, or shake, I think you could have also said that it takes hardly 10 minutes to prepare it, and it will be much cheaper to prepare at home than to buy it there, where you don't really trust what ingredients go inside. So maybe that thing you could have said. Then you could have given example of a lot of bans. For example, gobi manchurian was banned in Mapsa, I guess. I don't know the real reason. So you could have given such
Hmm.
example, and a lot of time desserts are found, like very unhygienic things are found in the this maybe. And one thing I wish you could have asked me was, if you consider eating 100% of food, like what percentage would you give to street food? Will it be more than 50% or less than 50%? I would have obviously given less than 50%, and you could have got me onto that. So yeah, that is one thing
Hmm.
you could have said, and maybe you could have given examples of actors like celebrities, sports freak who avoid a lot of such foods, and like they are a good inspiration to us. And what do you say? Do you think they are not living up to the mark or something in that line? Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that was actually a good point about the celebrities or sports person. The last point which I mentioned about like tracking your calories, I wanted to elaborate on that, but I forgot that
Mhm.
part. And yeah, the other points were quite valid.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that is it, Ayush. Group discussion. Yeah, what do you think? Fast fast food or street food should be, like, is it good or bad? How much do you have? Like, how much fast food do you have in?
Uh, Currently, like very rarely, only when I go out with friends, I have it. I don't really prefer having like if I go somewhere individual, then I will mostly not prefer it. And mostly when I'm going out with someone, that time only I have like this kind of things. Otherwise, like from the emotional point of view, it's really great thing to have.
Mm,
It makes a lot of memories and you enjoy having it. You don't really consider like have fast food to like fill your tummy.
mm,
Like you do it for enjoyment and like once in a while it's a good thing.
mm. Yes. Even I don't really have that much fast food. Like, even as compared to India, I used to have a lot. It's very expensive here as well, and I
Hot dog.
carry tiffin. No, 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 no flex. I carry tiffin.
I really like eating hot dog actually. Like
Huh?
is it available there?
Hot dog. I find it very disgusting even when I look at it. So I have never had it. But there are hot dogs. Like, there are good stalls where they give hot dogs. My go-to food is a burger here. Like, I really enjoy having burgers when I go out.
Hmm.
Anything else? But I think fast food should be there. Like, no, street food should be there. It should not be just eradicated. Maybe the hygiene factor could
Hmm.
be increased more, and
Yes.
Are there any certification for fast food? Like they do have some certificates, right? Like government approved certificates.
Mhm.
I think they do have.
I think like officially there is, but
Mm,
if we go to see locally, then I think there are many people who like run these things without any certifications or any labels.
mm, mm. Yeah. So maybe yeah, that
Like
should.
again, like you can have like there might be some options where you can get healthy street food, but again it fails the purpose, like to go and enjoy that or the emotional part of it.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah.
I'm not saying that it is not tasty, but like if you are going for enjoyment and like if you are trying to like instead like, let's say you are somewhere in Mumbai and like you are trying to find a vada pav or something, like you will try to have it the first thing you see, or you won't really try to like find a very particular place that this is good, we'll go there and eat.
Mm,
Instead, like we'll go to certain place and eat wherever we can find. It's like that.
yeah. 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 That's it. Uh, but yeah, there should be a good way to increase the more reliability, I guess, like from government side,
Hmm.
if there is no other thing like that, or maybe I don't know. I think getting license for running a cart is very difficult. This is what I heard, but not very sure about it. Do you
Possibly.
in your life later do you want to own a street cart? I mean, not working there, but just earning for like maybe a side income.
Mm, not really.
Hmm. Yeah,
Do you?
might be. Like I really have had this conversation with a lot of my friends that "ये करे, गाड़ का लिया." So maybe I might I might go into that. Yeah.
Can do certain similar things, but not really a food cart or
Oh,
anything of
yeah.
that sort.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Uh,
Like not for from the money point of view, but like some other. I can't really name anything right now, but not food stall or something, but maybe something else of similar kind.
yeah. Yeah. uh, this was one of my startup I not startup idea I would say, but one idea that I have had is there should be a franchisee where a lot of time when you are a tourist you don't really you have to pick up some food which are very authentic to that place. For example, when we had gone to Belgaum, we were trying to find places food that are very authentic to Belgaum, like what do they eat, what is from their culture. So maybe there should be a franchisee which runs all over the India at like most tourist spots, where they give authentic food of that locality. That was one of the idea which I have had a long time before, but just this topic came, so it got uh,
I think like there is
famous.
something similar. I saw in Shark Tank India
Uh-huh.
where they sell like not to that place itself, but like I don't remember the name or exactly how they works, but it was basically like they offer you can order any food from any state or any particular place
Mm.
from that their particular site, but not just in that city. Like as you were saying,
Uh, that's something good.
very similar but not
Not
exactly same.
exactly. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that is it. Do you have any questions to run in the group discussion? What do you think? Do you think there should be 100% ban on street foods?
Uh, no, I don't think so.
Yes.
But the hygiene factor, as you mentioned, should be improved,
Hmm.
like to make it more accessible to everyone.
Hmm. What is your favorite street food?
Street food, shiv puri probably.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I would say. I really miss having shivpuri. And what else? Yeah, shivpuri.
And
That's
because it is
uh,
something that you don't really like try to make it at home, and
mm,
it's usually more tastier at certain places. Maybe you can eat vada pav or something at home, but not really shiv puri.
yeah,
Like it is possible, but like that magic is not there.
yeah, yes. I would agree to that. Yes. Yes, that's it, right, Ayush? We can go to the next phase
Yes.
of fast going through internet and getting some more points. Do you have any points, Ayush?
Uh, it's kind of similar points like we as we mentioned, but the way like they elaborate, it's something like we are still lacking a lot. Like for example, health problems they said, and to elaborate, they mentioned like fast food is high in fat, sugar, and salt. They leads to heart disease, diabetes, and obesities. And in countries like USA, high fast food consumption is linked to rising obesity. We miss this point actually. It impacts children because
Mhm.
these fast food chains usually target kids, and they kids develop unhealthy eating habits early, and like they will feel like it is their normal thing to eat outside, and they won't prefer healthy food. Low nutritional value. We kind of mentioned it, but
Not
not
at all.
very specifically. Like it has high calories, low vitamins and fibers. We don't really mention use this terms
Hmm.
like vitamins, fiber, healthcare, or obesity, heart disease, diabetes. I could have mentioned these terms, like could have given more weightage
British.
to whatever point we say.
Mm-hmm.
And from the against banning, like that is from my side. Sorry, from your side.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom of choice. People can get whatever they want to eat. Convenience, quick and affordable. Yeah, the rest of the points are mostly same.
Mostly same, yeah. Yeah, even I don't really have.
Just one more point. It could have countered the cultural point because fast food, like even McDonald's, KFC is also included as a fast food chain, right? So
Mhm.
we mentioned about as you mentioned about the local food considered as fast food, but these giants like KFC or McDonald's like try to replace these street foods with burgers or pizzas.
Mm.
So it fails the point. It could have contradicted the cultural point. I could have used it.
Yes, 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 yes. Just another advice for both of us, maybe like we should have kept the topic very concrete, like fast food and street food. It kinds of juggles between both. I took it in perspective of
Ambiguous.
street food. You took it in fast food, yeah. But yeah, it was fast food. We should have stuck with that, but it was my mistake. I agree that.
Maybe a easier solution to this, like when you start, we can like define whatever our
Mm.
understanding of fast food is, and maybe and after that maybe our viewpoints can be different. But if I like consider street food as fast food, then I should have like mentioned it, or same goes to you. Then you could have elaborated on your point
Yeah, yeah.
without any creating any ambiguity.
Ambiguity. Yeah, correct, correct. 100% yes. Mm, yeah, that's it. I don't really have any other points. Maybe I could have. No, I don't really have other point. There was one point, but I don't really agree to that. That street food causes a lot of environmental impact, like plastic plates, cups, and waste. Maybe I could have said that. Yeah, that's the only point.
Hmm.
Okay, then Ayush, that's it. It was a great discussion on the topic street food slash fast food, good or bad, and it was really healthy discussion, and I enjoyed it. Do you want to say anything, Ayush?
I think we are good to go.
Yeah, we are good to go. See you tomorrow then. Bye. Stop sharing.
Yes, bye bye.